This is Forge Daily with Mackenzie Barwell on the Forge Audio Network.
Forge fans, welcome back to another episode. Today is August 9th, 2023. I'm your host, Mackenzie Barwell, here to give you all things Forge FC. It is a beautiful morning here at Tim Hortons Field. The sun is shining. In today's episode, you can expect to hear from Woobens Pacius after practice. But before we get into that, a little housekeeping note. Between July 30th and August 11th, the club is hosting a food drive in support of the Good Shepherd. It's a charity organization dedicated to alleviating hunger and homelessness in the Hamilton community. So if you have any non-perishable food items, you have a few more days to donate them. Forge will be collecting donations at the Forge FC shop, regardless of whether you are picking up some merchandise or just stopping by to support the cause. But if you're unable to come within this time, you still have one more opportunity to donate this Saturday at any gate when Forge takes on York FC for the 9:05 derby, 7 p.m. right here at Tim Hortons Field. Okay, moving on. As I mentioned a little earlier, I got the chance to talk to Woobs after practice. I wanted to get his take on a few recent events, including Beni's signing and Ash's retirement. To start our conversation, I brought up some of Bobby's words from the press conference on Friday. He mentioned that there's always something to be learned from results like the one against Cavalry. So here's what Woobs saw as some of the key takeaways from that matchup.
I think we have to stay concentrated. We can see on the 3 goals that we let the Cavalry score, there was a lot of miscommunication. We weren't concentrating enough. And I think we could have dealt with these situations, either with the set pieces or the two other goals where the winger just ran on the side and then passed it across the box. We should have do a better job, but like you said, those games are made for us to learn, and I think we learned a lot about this game, and we just have to be focused on the next one.
How exactly do you shift your focus going into a match against York on Saturday, but also, this week of training? What are the kinds of things that you intentionally do to prepare?
Well, just to get back, love to play football again, because after a game like last game, it's difficult. Sometimes you don't want to come back on the pitch. You're a bit depressed. But just to come back, to remember that last time we played them, we played a great game. Mm-hmm. We scored 4 goals. Mm-hmm. T had a hat trick. And we played very well, so we have to keep that in mind, and to think that we can do it again and maybe even better on Saturday. So I think that's how we should think.
Yeah, this is something else that I was planning on asking Bobby too. How much can you use prior matchups in preparation for another one? Because you've seen how quickly the standings, for example, can change and how easily teams can shift in terms of performance. So how much can you rely on past matchups?
Well, I think it's important for us to watch the games that we played, because that way we can see what we did well and what we should have to better. And with that, I think we can find where to play, how to score goals, or even how to defend better. Mm-hmm. Like I said, last time they didn't score it against us, but we have to keep it that way and be able to score even more on the next game. So it's important for us to watch the other games.
Okay, I'll shift gears a little bit here. You gained another teammate a couple weeks ago. Mm-hmm. I wanted to ask, as an attacker, now having him playing alongside you, what are the kinds of things that Beni brings to the table, and what's the talent that he offers?
Really good guy. I'm very close with him, especially with the Frenchies, because he speaks French.
Oh my gosh, right.
Yeah, from Belgium. So he's a nice guy, very technical. You can see that he played at a high level. So very technical. He like to combine, like to dribble, like to make good passes. So it's really nice to have him beside us, and it's a great plus for the club.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, so aside from speaking French, what are some other things that you and maybe some of your teammates do to kind of help new players mesh well with the teams?
Well, we try to make them the most comfortable possible. Just the first day he come in the locker room, we try to talk to him and make him feel comfortable. And I think that's the most important, because that way on the pitch he he can express himself
for sure
as he wants. So it's pretty good.
It translates then in that way. Yeah. Okay. Last thing, obviously last week Ash announced his retirement. From your perspective, what can you say about the impact that he left on the team? Because I know obviously there is an age difference there, and he would have been a leader to you.
Yeah, no, honestly, Ash is a really good guy. I knew of him before because, of course, everyone who plays soccer in Canada know Ashton Morgan. But to actually have him as a mentor or a teammate show us like a side that we don't see on the television. Because sometimes it's just the game, but every day at training, always want to push us. Yeah. Always putting the max effort he can on the pitch, and I think that's really great. And he impacted the locker room in a great way. So, like I said, congratulations to him, and I hope he's gonna have a good future.
Yeah. Okay. We said a couple weeks ago when we talked that him and Bex are like the best at soccer tennis. So now having the spots open, like what happens now?
Yeah, of course. Well, of course, the spot is open. I don't know.
This is your time, man. This is your time.
I don't know. I can play. Maybe Bex don't like me for soccer tennis, but I can play, So we'll see.
Have you been to his coffee shop?
Not yet.
Okay, let's take a road trip.
I'm down.
It's like an hour away though, so buckle in. We're getting coffee.
You're able to record more stuff.
Yes, yeah, we'll record a whole podcast on the way there. Perfect. It looks cool. It's really cool.
Yeah, of course.
That is all I have for today's episode. Thank you so much for listening. I'll include the name and address of Ashton Morgan's coffee shop in the description in case you want to go support his business. A friendly reminder that Behind the Beard will be out this afternoon as well, so watch that on YouTube or listen anywhere you get your podcasts. Have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday, and I will talk to you tomorrow.
This has been Forge Daily with Mackenzie Barwell. If you like what you heard, please like, follow, subscribe, comment, and share.